Irish. What's this stream quality? Here come all the cops with their long guns. We're in Englewood. Is the event over? I just showed up. I just got here. Why are you leaving? Well, here goes Eloise. Well, just didn't have to leave. This has been going down for a little while, and I show up and they split, huh? He's going down there to tell the rest of them to leave. They heard that the public caught wind of some bullshit they had going on. Englewood's sure been making a big deal about stuff here lately. It makes them look important. Did they give you a reverse 911 call or anything?
No, did you get one?
No, I don't live over here, but if your street was shut down, sure would like to know probably what was going on, huh?
Do you have any, you know?
No clue. No clue. They had their long guns out. The fire truck was down here.
Yeah, we saw that too.
We're gonna split before I get down there. Oh well. So those people just came out of their house. They didn't get any kind of warning that their block was being barricaded by every cop in Englewood. There's no crime scene tape. I know they've been at this for at least 30 minutes. Oh, there's some chickens. Well, if all else fails, we'll come back and say hi to the chickens. Let me out! Let me out! Here she comes. I gotta go. Let me out. Let me go. Why are you leaving? Oh, there's Stanley. Oh, he's the one that wanted out. Hurry, leave. Wait, don't go. Why are you leaving? What you been doing with your long guns out? I show up and every one of you split. What's going down? Nothing? Whoa. Boom. Just like that, huh? Massive long gun response. But as soon as the public finds out, we're out. Well, okay. There you have it. There's the world's most exciting stream. They've all been ordered to keep their mouths shut. You see her coming, you leave. Okay, where'd the chickens go? There they are. They're doing some free ranging. Look. I love it. Their little coop back there. So I was just talking to some people on Facebook today about the big chicken debacle. You know, bird flu and all. We're all gonna die if we don't mask up. Eggs are gonna be $12 a dozen, if you're lucky. So what prompted my post was, it was a legitimate post in a chicken group that I'm in. And somebody was in Woodside, California. I guess it's the most or one of the most expensive places in the country in housing. And they were in the grocery store and they took pictures of the organic, free-ranging egg prices. And they were $18.99 and $19.99 a dozen in the store. And here in Colorado, we have this idiot governor who is married to this guy that thinks animal welfare over human life is their priority as governor and first gentleman. And so they've launched this attack on cattle ranchers here to reintroduce the gray wolf. I don't know if you know anything about that, but if you're from Colorado, you do. These wolves are killing livestock, and the ranchers have just made a request for compensation in the amount of something like $600,000. And so now, you know, Polis is going to move on to this chicken issue. And we have a law in Colorado that you can't sell eggs if they're not cage-free eggs. Those are healthy hens. Gee, how are they avoiding the bird flu? Those are pretty girls. They're good egg producers. Okay. So, you know, this gimbal, I'm just not all that happy with it, you guys. Amanda, how are you? So we're walking back to the car. We just showed up on Englewood. The whole department was here, plus some undercovers with their long guns. Hey, do you know what went down with the cops?
Somebody broke into my house and pulled a gun out on my son.
Somebody broke in your house and pulled a gun?
Yeah. My son confronted somebody that was in my house.
Really?
He busted somebody in my house and they put a gun out on him.
No shit.
They ended up going out and then he called me and said, Dad, I don't know what to do. I said, hang up and call for cops.
Yeah. So did they catch him?
No. But that's what all that was about. They wanted to clear my house and make sure nobody's in there.
Yeah. And so they did that, and
Yeah. But that's what was going on.
damn. Thank you. They wouldn't talk to me. They're assholes,
Somebody
but
trying to burglarize my house and my son busted him.
well, you should have called the cops at the end of the story. Yeah. Okay, well, cool. So this dude says somebody broke into his house and his son went into the house and confronted the person that broke into their house. Apparently this person had a gun, but they didn't catch the person. So what we have over here in Englewood is an armed home invasion, and somebody's running around and nobody knows. None of these neighbors know, huh? Well, either that guy's just bullshitting, which I doubt it, because Englewood is that incompetent. So they all split in a hurry after they cleared the house, and there's no warning for anyone in the area, huh? Yeah, well, that's the police for you. Call them when you need the body bag, is my suggestion, but whatever. So somebody's running around out here with a gun, and the cops just took off like that? Damn, they didn't even do a reverse 911 call or anything, huh?
No, they checked my house. They checked around my house. They didn't find nobody.
So they just left. Did they talk to you at all?
They talked to my son. I don't know. Got a description of the young guy. He said that there was a couple trucks, a gray truck and a white truck.
But he doesn't know who it was, huh?
No, he don't know who it was.
These neighbors were kind of freaked. They came out, wanted to know what was going on. I figured the whole neighborhood would have had a reverse 911 call if...
Something.
Yeah, that's a little scary. Well, stay safe.
Thank you.
Yeah. I guess I'll just be late. So that was the same dude I just talked to out in front of the... His friend gave him a ride up here to the block, I guess, so he could get his vehicle. Huh. So he says his son called him and said, "What do I do?" And the dad said, "Well, hang up and call 911, because surely the police will come save your life." So there's apparently an armed home invader on the loose right here in this neighborhood. If this were an upscale neighborhood, they would have mobilized SWAT. I think you're right, John. This is in the area of Broadway and Quincy. This is Acoma Street. So for those of you local, so you know. Yeah. Well, this is a little concerning because I had checked Englewood's social media to see if they had made a post like they've enjoyed doing the last week or so, and partnering with the Denver Police Department in a capture of an individual or individuals, that's still up in the air, that ran from the Denver cops and ended up in a house over here in Englewood. But that looked really good because the press was there and they were getting all the good sides of the Englewood PD. And so I guess that's the point that Englewood decided to go ahead and make a post to their social media. Yeah, remember, the Englewood Police Department is doing such a good job, they turned off all their commenting on all of their social media platforms. Yeah, no, nothing on their social media warning the neighborhood that there could be an armed home invader running around your neighborhood. I mean, they all split in a hurry like they had somewhere to be, did they not? Seemingly odd, wouldn't you say? In other news, tonight is the City Council meeting of Englewood, and Regan Benson is no longer banned from being in the City Council chambers. How cool is that? However, Regan Benson is currently locked out of her car because her remote is not communicating with her car. And I want to show you something really important, but it's in my car. Come on now. So we thought we had this remote situation handled. Turns out we don't. Okay, Regan is in her car, thankfully. But, well, Regan's remote connect to her car. Since she has a super duper fancy keyless start car. One of the best inventions in modern time. Because keys, well, keys were stupid. Somebody one day decided that keys were dumb and that remotes were cool and that it jacked the price of the automobile up by $5,000. Reconnected. That's good news because I need some heat because it's cold. It's super cold outside. So it's been a while since we've gathered, and that's just because I just been busy. And it's the new year. So happy new year, everybody. Right now, this week, we're busy with cold weather and cold weather shelter. Last time some of you gathered with me, we were talking about supporting Movement 5280 in Englewood so that people weren't left on the streets to die. As Englewood takes no issue with leaving people on the streets to die. So, we've done a wonderful job in activating a wonderful network of people that are currently supporting 5280 being the quote-unquote overflow shelter in Englewood during severe weather. If you'll recall, there's another nonprofit that received $130,000 from the county government to ensure that there was severe weather shelter. Well, that's not for everybody, okay? That's just for select people when they want to do it. That's just how it works over here in Englewood. So because of that, there are a lot of people left out in the cold. Denver has been in severe weather activation for the past week, and they extended that activation until Wednesday because of the risk of frostbite. And the frostbite injury is real, as we've seen. So today, I am also working to make sure that 5280 can feed people, which they graciously do when they open their doors because they're a wonderful organization with a great group of people. However, they're a little strapped on volunteer time. and resources. So we have pulled together and activated a team of people from Denver that are cooking and providing ingredients from food banks and other food sources. And so I'm organizing that and making sure that there are no people left outside. What's the quality of this stream? Are we good? Internet was an issue. So I have to go collect food. It's a hot meal. It's a wonderful homemade batch of spaghetti. Tomorrow's menu is turkey pot pie and sweet mashed potatoes. And so, yeah, it's a true definition to serving, right? So, YouTube just really hasn't been much of a priority for me, but I am still alive. And again, Happy New Year, everybody. My goal is to get to the city council meeting tonight. We'll see if it happens. But I want to show you something. And I didn't have time to put it on, and I need to put this on. Because Irish Rover in Florida, we were just talking about the wolf thing. Stay phone, stay. I'm not a fan of this new thingy. Hold on. Here, I have another thingy. Let's see if this thingy's going to be better. Hang tight with me for a second. Yeah, this thingy seems to be serving a better purpose right now than this thingy. Oh, we have a new law in Colorado. You can't have your cell phone in your hand at all, ever. I have to remember that. So I guess I'm gonna get in trouble if I'm recording the police. Well, I haven't read the law yet. I'm gonna have to read the law for all its language, right? Because the cops want to tell one story, and that never seems to be the law. So supposedly, if you have your cell phone in your hand at all while you're in the car, stopped, whatever, that's against the law. Okay. So check this out. This is the warmest, most appropriate hat on the planet. And it has gloves in the pocket. And my head has never been as warm as it has in anything other than this. And it ties around my ears because I don't know what's going on in my ear. Hopefully it's something minor. I'll find out in about a month. Isn't this the cutest thing you've ever seen? Thank you, Irish Rover. This was a gift from our dear friend, Irish Rover in Florida, who is our mod in here somewhere, I think. I love it. It is so warm. And I wanted to wear it as I approached the police vehicles, but I didn't have time to put it on because I was dicking around with this stupid thing. I hate things. I just want ease and simplicity. I don't want to have to overthink everything all the time. Thank you. You've got to change that screen name. You've got to. It's too much rolling of the tongue. Irish. This thing it's fantastic. It is absolutely fantastic. Thanks, John. Tish, how are you? I hate bullies. How are you? I hate bullies. So you're allowed to use it momentarily to check directions. So double check the law. Well, yeah, because here's the thing. If I gotta pick up my phone to look at my map and I'm stopped at a light or whatever, I mean, really? How are you gonna prove that? I'm so sick of Colorado. I'm sick of the place. I really am. I'm a native. I'm just over it. Modern Retro Radio, how are you? Long time no see. Crofty, how are you? Janine, you're in here? Hi, Joseph. Yeah, we were talking about eggs earlier. So, at any rate, I didn't want to just do that live stream and then end it so quickly. Wanted to have a brief conversation, let you know what's going on. Tonight's Englewood City Council meeting. There are just a million things happening that are sucking up my attention right now. One of them being Josh in the Arapahoe County Jail. I still haven't done the live stream that I said we were going to do and look at the body cam footage and stuff because they seem to have some desire to retaliate against him in that jail. It turns out I did get some body cam footage when Josh was convicted by a jury of his peers after Austin Morrison, the lying Englewood cop, got on the stand in front of a jury of Josh's peers, and apparently proved beyond a reasonable doubt to the jury of Josh's peers that Josh assaulted him. Josh was taken to jail from trial. This was back in November. It was a very traumatic event. The judge was an asshole and immediately sentenced him and told Josh himself, well, I do think you hit him. See, even the judge knows that the evidence wasn't there. But the jury was a whole crowd of boot-licking, blue donkey-sucking, blah, blah, blahs. And somehow it was proven to them beyond a reasonable doubt with some body cam footage and the testimony of the cop that Josh punched him in the face and he felt pain of about a 7 after being brutally punched in the face, while some body cam footage from the rear captured him beating the shit out of Josh. I don't know. That's America for you. That's the state of affairs that we're in. Josh did a few things during trial that didn't help himself, including being late, including not dressing appropriately, and apparently pissing off his public defender. But we call this justice. So Josh is sitting in jail for a year for trying to help a woman in a dog park fix her heater in his car when the cops rolled up on him and he didn't have plates on his van. And so they allegedly had grounds to begin a new investigation, even though they had determined they had no reasonable suspicion to make him ID or put him under arrest. Yeah, but we're in America, and this is the world of back the blue, hump the blue till it happens to you. And we call this justice when we put people in jail. I mean, we got armed burglars running around. That's really not a priority. People like Josh and myself and cameras, that's the priority to put in jail. Beat the shit out of women, Carolina and Fort Worth, Yeah, you got Hendry sitting in jail for what? Oh, way over a year. For other people making calls, I guess. I don't even know what country we're living in anymore. And now apparently we have the best president again for the second time that this country has ever seen. And so things are going to get better, and law enforcement's going to be held accountable, and judges are going to start stop doing bad things along with the cops. Everything's all right. Just give it a couple months. We'll get back to being America. That promise has been made. So with that, I have body cam footage where Arapahoe County Jail decided to go ahead and put Josh on a suicide hold for the reason of him not telling them his shoe size or signing for his property. So they made him get up from the booking area. 6 deputies took him into a holding cell, got their jollies off, telling another man to strip naked, and left him naked in a cell for 3 days. Yeah, until I showed up, because I hadn't heard from him. And one of those same sergeants that decided to do this, get his jollies off by making another grown man strip in front of him for not telling him his shoe size, he came out and talked to me. And he told me that Josh simply wasn't cooperating with the booking process. See, I went there with good intentions to hear from these fine deputies that serve in the Arapahoe County Jail that they were doing their jobs and they were doing it well. Instead, I left feeling mind raped, questioning whether my friend, who I hadn't heard from, was still alive and unraped in jail, because this sergeant failed to tell me the truth. Imagine that. When Reagan asked him, why haven't I heard from Josh? He should have access to the phone. Oh, well, he's just not cooperating. Well, what exactly does that mean? Is he nonverbal? Is he okay? Is he alive? Oh, yeah, he's fine. He's fine. We check on him quite a bit. Ding, ding, ding. Really? You check on him quite a bit, huh? And so he's just not cooperating. So what are you going to do to him next if he doesn't cooperate with the booking process? Oh, we're going to get an order from the judge. Oh, are you? Yeah, well, it's not because we don't want to hurt anybody. Ding, 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 ding. Red flag number 2. Within 5 minutes of this idiot, Sergeant Mott, explaining to me that Josh just simply wasn't cooperating with the booking process. Sergeant Mott wanted to get away from me in a hurry, and he let me know that he would call the front desk staff to let me know that he had told Josh that Reagan stopped by and Reagan expected to hear from him. I said, that's great. I'll wait. Everybody's buzzing around, and all of a sudden this little secretary guy comes out. Oh, look, there's the cops. They're back. Coming down the alley. Hey, are you looking for a guy with a gun by chance, or what's going on? No? You're not looking for any guy with a gun that broke into a house? What's your name? Ostin? Yostin? Okay, so he says they're not looking for any guy with a gun that broke into a house. Huh. Interesting. Yostin, I think. Whatever his name is. That car number 7509. Okay. So, oh, let me ask you. Hey, do you like my hat? Thank you. Yeah, it's a wolf. It's a gray wolf. They're killers, you know? The gray wolves. The reintroduction of the gray wolf in Colorado. I should probably put a bullet in his head with some blood dripping down on. Yeah? I might. Take care. He likes my hat. He said that was up to me if I wanted to put a bullet with some blood dripping down. I'll think about that. So anyway, back to Sergeant Mott at the Arapahoe County Jail. And the little secretary guy. Secretary guy comes out. He says, Are you the one waiting to see if inmate is going through booking? I said, yeah, I am. Oh yeah, he's getting fingerprinted now. I said, how do you know that? Oh, I watched it myself. I watched the sergeant go get him and take him to get fingerprinted. Oh. So all of a sudden he's just that magically cooperative, huh? Interesting. That was quite the uncooperative stint of 3 days. I knew something was up. And so I had told Sergeant Mott that I expected to hear from Josh that day, and I didn't. It wasn't until the next day, until I called again and said, I need to hear from this guy so I know that he is alive. He eventually called me to let me know, yeah, I'm in a pod now waiting for housing assignment. I haven't had access to the phone since I got in here. They put me on a suicide hold because I wouldn't tell them my shoe size or sign for my property. So that's actually against the law. Under the restrictive housing statutes in Colorado. I'm not an attorney. I don't pretend to be an attorney. I just happened to be a person that can think and read. And so apparently Arapahoe County thinks it's best to just ignore my complaints and continue to punish him and not allow him access to communication. They're racking up all kinds of charges for him to notarize his legal documents. So things are a problem over there in the Arapahoe County Jail. So I'm just doing my due diligence, and it is consuming a lot of my time to ensure that this guy comes out of that jail alive, with a plan. Because, nobody dies in jails in America when no one's watching. So I do have a lot of hope for the new year in that I'm probably going to take solace in doing some arts and crafts. And what else did I commit to doing? Oh, I got another YouTube channel called Nature and Critter, where I was determined to run a 24-hour live stream of my chickens. Do you see what's going on? So, power to the people. Yay for 2025. Damn straight on my hat. Straight up gangsta. Tonight's the Englewood City Council meeting and Regan's no longer banned. Oh, there's an executive session on the agenda. Oh, it turns out Englewood's getting sued. And they got to go to an executive session to get advice from Tamara Twat Niles on what to do. I'm doing good, you guys. I have to go. I'm late with food. I gotta go get the food. I might do another live stream at the city council meeting. I don't know. I don't know what could happen between now and 7 o'clock. I am unable to forecast my whereabouts. Yeah, we'll get that channel. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Mods, Bohica, I don't even know if my mods completely know about that channel. We're working on things. But I got a trail cam. I got a trail cam. I just gotta get the app. And then I gotta get it all programmed to my phone, and I gotta figure out how I'm gonna live stream it. I have to find ways to exercise my mind. And YouTube fame isn't always doing it for me. All right, you guys. It was really good to see you all. Thanks for being in here. And maybe I'll see you later. I don't know. But till next time.